Hi, my name's Cooper Norris, and I'd like to talk about New York City. This summer, my family went to New York City for a week. While there, I spent my time photographing the city, and I started to admire the beauty of the different parts of the city as a whole. With that in mind, I found a few things you would want to know about for your first trip. If you can ever visit New York City, you need to see Central Park, the subways, the many, many bakeries all over there, and the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Now, first, I would like to talk about Central Park. It is absolutely massive. They have this giant pond in the center. It's beautiful. They got bedrock sticking out of the ground at various points. If you're into photography, you can get some amazing shots. There's these never-ending fields and trails. I could not ever possibly describe to you how vast and how beautiful Central Park is. The air even felt amazing, which maybe it was just June, but I loved it. The subways may not sound that exciting, but I thought they were really insightful to the city as a whole. First of all, they were super convenient. Uh, you could not possibly traverse the city without the subways. You could walk, but you'll be walking hours and hours. I mean, it's good for you, but I don't think it's all too practical a long distance. Uh, the subways are a very convenient alternative. It's a good slice of the city in that you see people from all over. Everyone in the city is using the subway. If you're into photography, some of the best shots can be had in the subway. You got to be brave enough to take pictures of the people, but particularly crowded stations and trains, there are interesting subjects absolutely everywhere. The bakeries were my favorite stops in New York City, and the city is absolutely full of them. There was Keki Modern Cakes. Their souffle cheesecake was so light and flavorful, and I've never had anything like it. They also had these ube cream puffs. Ooh, they were so nice. Dominic Ansell's quite famous around there. His bakery had plenty of items. If you've ever heard of the cronut, it is well worth the fame. I would absolutely get one if you're there. Um, Magnolia Bakery wasn't so great, even though it's quite popular. I found their cake to be really dry and their frosting really bland, but their banana pudding, I tell you what, it was nice. Um, there's plenty of other stuff that wasn't a bakery per se, but Joe's Pizza, it's a must. It's the New York pizza. Juniors, they got the best cheesecake. That isn't the souffle cheesecake. It's super dense, but it is tangy and really, really, really flavorful. And Katz's Deli is absolutely a must. Their pastrami on rye, it's huge, but it's worth having. I tell you what. Um, and lastly, a trip to New York City is not complete until you visit the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Um, they first of all had an entire Egyptian temple. I kid you not. It's as if they picked up some ruins and set it down in the museum in New York City, which I mean I guess they somehow did manage to do, but I certainly don't know how. It was so cool. They had this section on Winslow Homer's paintings, and I was really interested in that. You could go through all of his works along the same theme for like 20 years. And at the end of it was the Gulf Stream, which is an amazing work of art. And then there's all sorts of stuff like Pollock's, Van Gogh's, Matisse's, Picasso's. There was Washington crossing the Delaware and the Death of Socrates, both of which I really like. So if you can visit the Met, I'd do it. Uh, in conclusion, New York City is a massive city filled with a million different things to do, from bakery hopping to museum crawling, taking in the subways, or enjoying the air in Central Park. There are plenty of fantastic reasons to come to New York City. I hope I gave you a few good ideas should you ever take a trip to New York City. Thank you.